I'm Brittany Bindrum from Scintilla. I'm the vocalist.
I'm Jim Kukas. I do guitars and programming.
I'm Brent Leitner. I play guitar for Scintilla.
My name is Vincent Gretsch. I play drums.
This is an exclusive interview with COMA Magazine.
Before releasing Dying and Falling, you changed the name from Redshift. Why the change? Did the progression of the album just demand it?
Yeah, it definitely did. At least the lyrical content and just basically, the whole direction of the album definitely kind of Redshift didn't really suit the whole content of the album. Dying and Falling, it's the meaning behind that was it's kind of a different, like a satirical look on like the resurrection. So it's dying and rising, dying and falling, but it was not meant to be pessimistic,
right?
Kind of thing. But it was more of like just to kind of poke fun of just taking things too seriously and taking life too seriously and just celebrating life and everybody's their own belief systems and everything. So yep, Dying and Falling was definitely more fitting than Redshift.
We also found out that there was an area song called Redshift too, so we decided to pass on that album title.
Probably a good idea. Okay, so back in February, you used the sales of Dying and Falling to raise money for the Japanese earthquake victims. How was the fan response to that effort?
It was really good. There's very few ways that are better than music than to help generate, money for those in need. We've always, been really big on doing benefits, whether it be concerts or sales or whatever. We helped out with the tsunami of 2004. We've helped out in various other benefits too, including like electronic saviors and things like that. Right. So it was just natural, people can get a CD for less than usual, and then all the money is going towards a good cause. So everybody wins, kind of, except for the Japanese people that we had to help. But
sure,
we did our best.
Well, they're better off than they were.
They were, and it was really nice that people really stepped up and started. Even people that already had the album bought it again and stuff. And so
now you recently did a cover of the Depeche Mode track "I Want It All." Was this the first time recording a cover?
Well, yeah, it was actually the first recording we've done of a cover. That we chose that song for a Depeche Mode comp from our label Alpha Matrix, and they put out everybody on all the musicians on their label chose a song that they liked of Depeche Mode to cover, and we chose that one because it was we didn't want to do Personal Jesus and like all the ones that have been covered to death. So so we thought that one was something different and new, and so we were pretty happy with how it turned out. So
now, did that spark any more ideas for any further covers, or?
We have not recording any, but we have done some other covers live. It is kind of fun to do that, especially during our acoustic sets. Right. So we do a lot of covers during that. Like we covered the Ship Song by Nick Cave, and we just did Sins of the Flesh at a recent show in Chicago. So not acoustically. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, if we're gonna do any covers recorded live again or recorded again. But we'd like to do them live a lot. So
cool. Earlier this month, you played WT2 Mini Fest, and it looked like it was a pretty awesome lineup. How did your guys' set go there?
The set went great. It was a lot of bands from out of town that we got to hang out with for 4 days straight. A lot of friends. The set went great. The response was good. Overall, it was really good. It was put on by a really good friend of ours, David Shack, who's an important member of the Chicago scene.
It was like a family reunion. Like it was a bunch of friends there. It was the best weekend. I mean, everyone that was involved in it just enjoyed it so much, and really, it was great to see all these people we've met on tour all over the country that were there in Chicago, and just like they're just all friends. Everyone's hugging and kissing each other basically, but it was really, really fun experience, and I hope Dave puts on another benefit. I'm hoping he will. I know everybody wants to have another fest like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping so I can make it next time.
No, our set was was really good. That was the one and only time that we did the aforementioned Sins of the Flesh cover, which we did with Jim Simonic helping with vocals too. And basically, well, Jim Simonic also from Reinforced Pittsburgh, Electronic Saviors.
Yeah.
But he basically played with almost every band that was there. There was a lot of switching around of members. Dan Clark played with a lot of people, and But the other thing was Stromkern was nothing short of amazing on the Saturday night there.
Yeah.
That was probably the highlight of the whole festival. They really, really, really threw down. So
it was actually Dai Warzow's last show too.
Right.
So it was really amazing to see, and yeah, great last set.
Now, like many bands in the industrial scene, you're signed to a European label, but no U.S. label. Is there ever a problem that your label is way over in Brussels?
yes. We have we're happy with Alpha Matrix, but
Sure.
And it was a good move to sign with them 5.5 years ago. But it's been a little frustrating that that they have control of our North American rights too. It would be, especially now in 2011 where you can release music yourself so easily.
Right.
It's just, I just keep dreaming about the day that we're out of this contract that we can do that. Where all you do is write a song, you can put an MP3 on Bandcamp, and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
And you keep all the money, and you can put out music faster. You don't have to go through the stupid album cycle. When we finish an album, it still takes another 3 months for it to come out.
Yeah.
And that's such dinosaur 1970s mentality. So, we have nothing bad to say about Alpha Matrix. They've done a great job for us, especially in Europe.
Right.
But they've kind of neglected us a little bit, I think, in North America. I think all the North American bands could probably say the same thing.
Yeah.
But they've been good, and they've supported us a lot in other ways. They've given us tour support that was non-recoupable, which is unheard of, especially in indie labels.
Oh, yeah.
They paid for a lot of our video, with most of that being non-recoupable. So it's been a really fun ride with them, but maybe coming to an end soon.
Sure. Since you have more label support in Europe, do you find you have more fans in Europe than you do in the States, or has your touring here pretty much balanced it out?
I would say it probably has balanced it out a bit. Our the label presence in Europe definitely has helped us out a lot. But yeah, our tour in 2008 with the Crew Shadows and Area, I think that gave us a lot of exposure, and and I think it probably has balanced out quite a bit. So yeah, I think it's.
So I guess that's
South America too.
We have a pretty good following in Chile and.
Yeah. Looking at our demographics and stuff with our various pages, like a couple of the South American countries, Chile in particular, is just disproportionately large. But so they do actually kind of have a presence there too.
Sure.
They have press outlets and stuff like that. So. It's tough to say, but I think I agree with Braid. We're kind of like 50-50 in terms of, fan distribution.
Sure. So I guess that's the benefit of being on Alpha Matrix. You don't have to tour over in Europe all the time to have a fan base there.
Right. They get press. They get club music. Out to DJs.
Yeah.
So it helps a lot.
Okay. Now, seeing as this is just a 4-date mini tour, are there any plans for a full U.S. tour or even any European dates?
I don't know. It's up to him. I've been wanting to do a European tour forever because like we were saying, it's 50-50 because we're touring the United States.
Right.
But we need to tour Europe, and hopefully that will give us another big spark and fans. And so I've been pushing Jim, but he's been pushing the label, and there's not much we can do,
Sure.
and except if we can just somehow get it together with some band in Europe and just make it happen ourselves.
Sure.
But as far as touring, I know we talked about fall, but
Yeah, so we are looking to tour,
Right.
do another full U.S. tour again, but nothing has really come up yet. So yeah, we're looking around. So we'll see what happens, and we probably will go back out to the East Coast, do another little quick jaunt sometime soon, probably in the fall, and I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So.
Now, it seems that for the most part, your tour dates are kind of sporadic. Do you all have day jobs that keep you from touring as much as you'd like to?
Unfortunately, yes. But day jobs. Yeah, I mean, it's it's support. It helps us support the music and be able to tour, and so I mean, plus like I think we generally like our day jobs. I'm a graphic designer as a day by day, and same with Brent, and so I don't know. It's it's necessary. Exactly.
The way I always put it is you can either have time or money, and it's very hard to have both. So, I know that a lot of artists kind of opt for time, meaning having no money.
Right.
My philosophy has always been having a little bit of money and then having a little bit less time. So we just have to work harder. We go to work and then we work on music afterwards, and we try to make it out on the road whenever we can. And
there seems to be very few bands in this scene that can get away with just doing music.
We're talking like 3.
Yeah.
A lot more bands out there have day jobs than even I thought. I don't want to name names, but I was really shocked when I heard that some of these bands have day jobs. So